Hi, this is Dan, and I'm here with more Let's Play of Monster Train. So I haven't quite given up on the Stygian slash Umbra thing, so I'm going to give it one more try here. Alright, enemies enter with Frostbite, I think is real solid. Okay, Frostbite, or, I mean, I'm still gonna try this cheap spell thing. And hope for the, incants. Alright, a little bit of extra attack I think we can take, especially because starting with Frostbite, a lot of the weak units are going to die. We'll just sit up on the second floor. So that ought to work for us. So you go here, Cuddle Hex. I guess set up there. Well, alright. And I guess you can sit up here. Yeah, I'm not sure there's really any point to using a spell because the Frostbite's already getting them. Alright, well, we're not getting a ton of morsels here, so I guess let's put a train steward in. Alright, so finally we get a good morsel now that we have, well, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter which unit is going to get the benefit here. Okay, so I think we want to play this just to be sure we don't have it. Yeah. And there we go. Alright, well, basically this thing won it for us, right? This rules of containment. When the enemy attacks with 1 HP units, and they all have Frostbite too, it's a little bit easy. I think like this will help with incanting, assuming we're going to be able to incant. And more capacity is usually pretty good. So apply spell weakness. is valuable, I guess, for the first floor. Well, yeah, it's a little bit valuable, I guess. I don't know. Okay, let's go this way. Go with the Morsel Master. I mean, I keep building the same things, and they keep not working. So maybe that's part of the problem here. Alright, so she's a little bit tankier. I think that's useful. I don't think making her quick is really... I mean, it's good, but I don't think it's a 90 gold worth. Because I think we're usually pretty money constrained. So... yeah, and we can do things like this, spikes. But a lot of the units with spikes are going to get killed by frostbite, so... I think it's okay. Yeah, I think we'll just set up like this, like one floor above where we normally would. Kind of like that Cuddle Hex. It's useful. Yeah. I guess there's no reason to not play him there. Well, I guess there is. We can't give her morsels. Oh, well. Alright. And I'm pretty sure we've got him killed when he gets to the next floor. Even without the spell weakness, I think we'd have him. I like the Cuddle Hex's sound effects. I've never really used him before, so I've never heard them before. But I find them amusing. And these are unnecessary, but I'm doing it anyway. Alright, well that's gotta be humiliating for him, defeated by a Morsel Master. And we get our 75 gold again. I'm pretty sure it's 100% due to this artifact we got. Alright, Titan's Tooth I think is really solid for us. We already have a lot of these. Prismal Dust has potential. Yeah, let's just get that. The Tumbra Assault obviously would have been good too, but so we do still need some upgrades on everything. I would like this, but I think I'm going to go over here, see if we can get another good unit. Okay, so she incants with rage. I don't think that's great. So let's get this guy. So, yeah. Alright, I think getting him another extra armor is valuable. Endless. I think making him endless is also pretty good. In case he ever does go down, he kind of comes back. Yeah. And the Morsel Master, I think, becomes a little more valuable, and I think we'll save our money rather than paying 60 for the reroll. Oh, okay, so we can make something very small if we want, which is potentially very good. I'm thinking I've done this strategy before, the Micro Shark strategy. So we'll be able to fit more on the incanting floor. Yeah, I mean, I think that's better than large. The other alternative would be, enlarging the Silophyte. So 645. I mean, she would be huge, but she would do a lot of damage and as a sweep. So 36. Whatever the HP was, I forgot now, but that's really good too. But I think I'm gonna try to miniaturize the shark. And that will hopefully let us fit, morsels and totems and stuff with, let's see if there's anything else we want to upgrade here. No, okay, we have to reroll, that's right. Okay. So I think we'll do this, even though she'll take a hit from the thing. I think it's more useful to have her set up, and it makes more sense, I think, to set up on the top floor rather than, you know, so we get the frostbite a chance to do its work. Oh, that does mean we can't not use that. Okay. Okay. Alright. Sorry, I'm letting the commentary drop here and just watching the action. Yeah, I mean, again, this... Eventually we're going to get ahead of where this is like a, you know, an unstoppable force. We're not there yet, though. We really... I think don't need the train steward around. I think she's fine down here, yeah. Might as well tank some hits. Actually, we don't even need to tank hits. Well, I guess we do, because I didn't look at how many HP that guy had. I was just assuming that the first spell was going to kill him. Alright. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna be fine here. It'd be nice to have better morsels. I will not deny that. And I think we'll just cast the spells up here to incant more armor on the shark. This guy's dead. There's no problem there. You can't. You can't. Can't. I mean, we might as well save one hit because the Ember's not doing us any good. Although actually, I guess I probably should have put them down here. Get a little bit more spell weakness on Daedalus. This also kind of really doesn't do anything. Because she's got sweep. Whatever. Alright, well, we're already good to go. We've got 6 Ember, so I'm just going to use that. And it's going to take a while, so I'll speed it up. Yeah, I still feel like our starting artifact is doing a lot of the work for us. It's just the support units not being able to support their, main guys. That's a big factor. All right. This is okay. I mean, this is interesting. The Ember Drain is a problem, but you can get Multi-Strike. It's one of the few cards that lets you give Multi-Strike. Let's take it and see if we can make it work. I don't really love this. This guy is okay. He's good in theory. I have a hard time making it work in practice. I'd really prefer the other totems. This one just, the ability doesn't do it for me. So I'm going to take the money here because I think our setup is already pretty good. I mean, I want all of these things, right? Extra capacity is good if we can get the totems. I think extra card draw is probably the best because we have the ability to cast a lot of spells thanks to our champion's ability. Alright, Fire Health could be good. Duplicating, I'm not sure we have anything worth duplicating. I mean, a second one of these might not be terrible. Yeah, I mean, if we had to, maybe Space Prism. But I think that's an argument for going over here and getting the artifact. Okay, yeah. This is okay too, but Incant abilities triggering an extra time. I really like that. Crucible Warden getting damage shield. It's pretty good. But I mean, I don't think there's a place for him, right? He would go on the bottom floor, I guess. So he would just be like consuming a lot of morsels for not necessarily a good reason. I don't know, I feel weird about just like abandoning the bottom floor. And I guess it's going to stop working eventually. Alright, so here, this is a tough one, right? We can get sweep, or we could make spells very cheap. And they're both good in their own way. So right now, I think we only have one expensive spell. So I'm going to say let's get this. Well, no, but then we're not giving him the morsels. Alright. We're going to do it that way. Yeah, we're not giving him the morsels because we've got the shark. As his, his tank. Okay, armor 15 basically gives away our advantage from the thing. Now these guys are a little bit tougher, unfortunately, so this isn't going to be enough on its own. So I think we need to just fight. So this time I think the AIC Salafite will set up on the bottom floor, and we'll set up our main guys on the second floor. I think actually she benefits a lot from because of the sweeping. Okay, so morsel maker. Shark. Unfortunately, I don't see a way for us to get the whatchamacallit? Collector. You know, I was going to give that to her, but because of the Morsel Master, we get double benefit here, so. Alright, I don't think we're going to be playing Prismal Dust. You might as well help out down here. So it's a little dangerous, but I think giving multi-strike to the Silophyte is good. And this is going to counteract it to some degree. Yeah, sure, her HP is not great. So I'm a little concerned about that. Okay, so might as well use Titan's Tooth here, because we can get it for free. Yeah, we'll play one Shade Splitter. So a little bit of pyro damage, which sucks. Alright, so here we are at the final wave. Trying to think if a Morsel Miner would make the difference. So it's going to do 11, that brings her down to 4, 3, then 2. Then she goes, kills these guys in the back. Yeah, if she has 10 more, she'll survive another round. So I think it's worth it to give her a Morsel Miner. And then up here we'll just cast these to incant some armor for our shark, who's doing fine here. In terms of armor. So I'm pretty sure we've got this one. Although we didn't turn on the challenge, so. Although the amount of spell weakness on him right now, I'm wondering if maybe I miscalculated something there. Alright, so let's get rid of these. Alright. And this will probably take a while, so I'll speed it up. Yeah, so things are going okay. I don't know, it feels fragile to me. Like we're not really earning these. So I'm a bit concerned. Okay, armor, well, no, I think we like this guy. I mean, this is good too. It makes us defensive, I think the ability to get Frostbite is valuable. I would like higher quality morsels, so I'm going to take this. Alright, so we could go here. Might be worth it. Duplication. I mean, we could duplicate this guy. Kinda like that. So here we'll get rid of these guys because I think they're just not doing anything for us. Alright, so they get spikes, which isn't super bad because the whatchamacallit, frostbite will take care of a lot of the weaker ones. Yeah, so we will. Yeah, actually, you know what? Now I'm wishing I had started this on the second floor, but it's too late now. Might as well get all the incants going. Alright, well, the AC Siliphyte, you go here. You know what, I'm thinking, let's have the Morsel Master down here with her. Because as a sweep unit, she benefits a lot from morsels, and she's pretty tanky. So this is a better setup, I think. The shark, just doesn't need him. All right, what's going to do the work up here is the frostbite and the spells. So we might as well cast those spells right now, just to give our shark his armor. Okay. So, well, you know what? I was gonna do that up there, but now that I think about it, that makes more sense. Alright. Okay, so we need this guy to die. So let's do it like that. Alright, so he's dead. I'm not sure there's room for the Cuddle Hex. And I guess we could put him up here. So that means we can't give any morsels to anyone up here, but that's okay. Alright. Hey, we have to be a little bit careful about our champion up there, because of the spikes. In fact, he's dying right now. So let's start with that. Alright, so that's good. Oh, and same thing with our Morsel Master. Oh well. Oh, and these guys. Should have put them in front so they would tank hits, because they're just dying on the spikes anyway. Alright, well. Well, here's our final wave. So we have a lot that we want to do here. So I think that's valuable. If we do lose the Cuddle Hex, I think that's okay. I think giving... Well, hold on, let's see. How long is she going to survive once they get up here? This one's going to die. It's 25. He's got spikes. So 29 per round. Yeah, I still think this is good. Alright, well, we have no Ember. So we'll just see how it goes. Alright, well, the Ember, it didn't do us any good at giving her multi-strike anyway, because she died on the first one. Alright, well, we're not doing super well here, which is not great. So we'll start off with this. We're not going to need 3 Shade Splitters. So basically as much Frostbite as we can put on this guy is going to be good. Yeah, and I think morsels are going to be better for us than Prismal Dust because he's got multi-strike. Let's see if we can get a better type. Nope. And I guess we might as well give him one level of multi-strike. Alright, so he's going to get a crack at the pyre, but he's going to be hurt, very badly hurt by the time he gets there. Yeah, I think we need some card draw, and I think we need to purge some of those Shade Splitters out of the deck. They don't do enough, and they take up slots. And we have a lot of money, so I think that's worthwhile if we can get to a shop in the next thing. Although, I mean, with this much money, I'm going to be tempted to save it for artifacts. Alright, well, this is good. Card draw. I was saying we needed more of that. Do we want another totem? This one gives us armor. I mean, it would improve our survivability a little bit. I'm going to try it. Do we like this? Yeah, I think we do. Okay, so I would like the pyre health, but I think I'm going to go over here to get the removal in the artifact, and then maybe even do some more purging in here. Well, I won't say no to a morsel miner. Yep, these Shade Splitters, some of these need to go. Alright, we can remove Consume on something. This might be interesting. Actually, this, I think, is interesting. Let's purge one more Shade Splitter. And then, I mean, what else? I guess I'd like more cheap cards. Getting something holdover might be nice, so what do we want to hold over? We could make Grovel holdover. No, offering token. And then I think that's good. Now that we're setting up on all the floors, I'm maybe regretting a little bit not having a plan for the third floor. Okay, and what was... Oh, they get spell shield and armor, okay. For some reason my brain kind of blanked on what was going on there. Okay, so I think... Alright, do we want to set up on the bottom floor? Yeah. I think it's good. Yeah, we have to be careful about that card draw. Might as well. You know, the statue is spell shielded, but we're still getting the incants out of it, so why not? So we know we like this guy here. And the Morsel Master, your job is to be down here. And this is holdover. Anyway, this is too expensive to play. Lifesteal is fantastic here. Cuddle Hacks, unfortunately, not going to get played. I guess we could put him on the top floor. Alright, so where do we like more space? I think we like more space down here. We'll do this here because it incants. Although it incants for this guy too, I guess. Yeah. Well, hold on. This guy also has an incant trigger, so let's go up to the top. Ah! Well, Frostbite will work on the statue, I guess. I outsmarted myself. Alright, so I think he'll eventually die because of the amount of frostbite on him. Alright. Yeah, we're a little bit over constrained. I hate these guys, the purple hair and the white shields. I think it's purple. Alright, so with the statues gone, I think that ought to improve our situation a bit. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. This guy is dead. He's going to kill our morsel miner. Okay, so glacial seal. And we might as well. This guy here. Yeah. Alright, so I think he's gonna get enough frostbite and stuff that this is worth it. And he's hold on. If we give him 10 armor, he won't die. So I want to cannibalize this, but we can't. Let's just do this. Alright, this guy has just enough. Alright, so... yeah, I think we're feeling a little capacity constrained here, so... let's open it up. This has potential, so I'm gonna hold on to it. Yeah, I think her being multi-strike is quite good. Alright, so this will do 12. Should have done that in the other order. Well, no, if I did it in the other order, it would have discarded. Okay. Still, this guy's going to have so much frostbite on him that I think he'll be dead by the time he gets to the top 4. Ember Drain is not great, but we knew that coming in. a little bit crazy. All the incants going on here. All right. Well. Oh, this is that duplicating one, isn't it? Oh, no. I'm confusing it with this guy. And thinking of a totally different run. I mean, we might as well do this just to keep stacking the armor. Alright, final wave. So we have one ember. Hey, we can play the Kettle Hex. Yeah, I mean, I think just stacking up the armor is the way to go here. And I'm pretty sure we've won already. Like, not on the bottom floor, but by the time she gets up to the middle floor, I think we're good. Although, I mean, I guess we haven't been stacking up the damage there. So. Yep, no, but we have one. Alright, well, I'll start out with that. Then... no, unfortunately the spell damage is going to be a little bit, or the spell weakness is a little bit wasted there, but that's okay. And I mean, we've already won. I don't know why I'm why I'm doing this. Alright. Yeah, so we had still 100 points of armor left over. Alright, this is going to take a while, so I'll speed it up. Yeah, I guess our frostbite is what's doing most of the work. Alright. Yeah, it seems like putting the endless on the shark has turned out to be kind of a waste of money. this has potential. I think card draw is still good for us. Because so many of our things are 0 cost. Or at least are possible to play at 0 cost. Alright, so I'm not sure we need any more removal. Modifying the spells could be good. But let's go this way. We'll heal the pyre. We'll see what's for sale here. Anything else we want to make endless? And it's a little bit expensive. Potentially these things. But it costs like 100. So let's just make the Morsel Master a little bit more useful. And this guy a little bit more survivable. Okay, an Awoken consumable. It's probably regen. Don't think that really helps us a whole lot. Melting Remnant consumable could be the revive 3 units randomly, which is probably not bad. We would get morsels. Or an Umbra consumable. Probably the Prismal Dust, which we're having trouble using the one we've got. Let's try this and see what we get. Nope, useless. We're getting 10 gold. Alright, well, we gambled and we lost. I should have thought of that one. Honestly, that's a little bit more of a typical card. Okay, so the question is, do we want the -3 or do we want sweep and spell weakness? I mean, we only have one 3-cost card. We could potentially get more. I mean, it being free is pretty good. But I think we get most of the benefit by it only being 1. So, although, I mean, a 40 attack is also really good. Let's do this. Because as we saw in that fight with Fel, we do have the problem of like, well, we also need to be able to do damage. You know, the boss can be, we have a lot of armor, so it's going to slow the boss down, but if we're not also doing damage, it's not so great. Ooh, Spell Shield 2. Now, on the one hand, that's tough. Because we do a lot of damage with spells. On the other hand, like, we can kind of slam through it with a lot of our spells. And we do a lot of frostbite damage. I think this is a very questionable thing, but I'm going to take the risk. Because that's 400 gold. It'll give us two artifacts. But I think if we're going to lose this one, this could be the decision that lost us the run. So hopefully we're not going to lose, though. Yeah, I forgot we had these guys. Alright. Well, wow, they're doing a ton of damage down there. Tethys. You go there. Guard of the Unnamed. You go along with them. think we do like making this area bigger. Yeah, we just can't survive this with the Morsel Master down there. So he's not going down there. Alright, so Icy Sapphite. She's tanky, but not that tanky. Okay. Oh, and we're dying up here. Well, that is a problem. Yeah, this is a huge problem. Is there any way we can, if we could just play this here, even though there's no morsel, I'd be willing to sacrifice it if it would incant and give us the let us defend. Well, that sucks. Oh, I thought, yeah, I forgot about the days up there. Yeah, I probably should have looked at how much damage these guys are doing, because they are unstoppable. Okay, well, the shark came back, which is part of the plan, so that's good. Glacial Seal is here. This is also good. And this is free. She's dead. Okay, well, this is all falling apart. Okay. So I don't think we're going to use the Furnace Tap anytime soon. So getting rid of that is fine by me. And then top priority is just getting some incants going here. So let me do this. And basically every other floor is a lost cause at this point, I think. So I'm just trying to survive here. Alright, well there's no real room for anything else, so let's do that. Ah, well now there's room. Okay, so with that, I think this will be valuable. Okay. Well, that was something. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even sure that that doing that trial is what's making the difference. I think it's just, you know, there was like a step increase in how much damage the enemies were doing. Okay, so I guess we put the Morsel Master up here. We can get rid of the dead weight, because we can play this normally anyway. So I'll do this mostly for the morsels. And I don't think we're ever going to have the energy for this, so I'm just going to play it for the incant. Alright. Alright, a brief respite. Well, let's start with this. See what we get from this. Energy. Well, that's not great. This gives you Ember Drain 4. Alright, I'm gonna do it anyway on our most powerful unit here. And then we'll deploy the energy imp, or energy morsel. All right. Okay, well. I just want to play as many spells as possible here to get the incants. All right. Alright, so we've got to do 1200 damage. How are we doing here? 703. That's not 1200. We also have 0 ember, which is a problem. So we'll start out with this. Oh, and now they're dead. Because these guys aren't doing damage, so our units aren't getting taken out, so we have time to kill the big guy. So, yeah, so because we're winning, I'm not gonna mess with it a little more, because this guy has the trigger where if you do damage, he increases his attack, and so there's sort of a complicated feedback mechanism going on in this fight. So if we've got an X here, I'm just going to press the button. Normally I do the gratuitous do the max damage beforehand, but and then I'll speed it up. All right. Yeah, so we paid a lot in Pyre health. That was, I think, not worth it. I mean, we'll find out when we get to the artifact shop, but yeah, I just did not fully appreciate how much damage they were doing, which also tells me I think we're in for we don't really have a good answer for what's going to go down in the next fight, because it's basically like the same thing. They just do so much damage. Unless it might also be the we might get the Ember Drainers, which would be even worse. Alright, so we got our money. Third one. I mean, this is also very good if we can upgrade it. We're probably not going to be able to upgrade it. But if we did, it would be great. This is a little bit tempting. It's so expensive, though. We have trouble with expensive cards. But I'm gonna get it. I mean, we have that floor with a zillion units on it, so it seems like it's potentially highly advantageous. So, okay. We can go this way, potentially get spell upgrades. Go over here, we get Pyre health. We probably need this a little bit more, but it's only 20. Do we have something we'd want to duplicate? Let's think about that. This is okay. I mean, this is interesting. Yeah, so there's nothing with that it's like a slam dunk that duplication is the best. Do we have card removal that we'd want to do? And maybe another... Shade Splitter. I kind of like the Frozen Lances because we use them for incant triggers. Alright, so I'm going to go this way. The let's go to the artifact shop. Alright, apply silence. That's pretty good. When you play your third, this is pretty good for us, I think. So let's get that. A consume card. Do we have many of those? We may not have any. We've got 1, 2. Yeah, so that is not worth it, I think. So let's hit the reroll on these. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Because, I mean, we have the guy that freezes cards for us. So this can be handy. Alright, let's see what's going on over at the spell shop first. Alright, double stack. On this, I think is worth it. This being cheaper, I think is worth it. We don't care about that. So we've got 410 left. Alright, so I'm gonna get that. Lifesteal 2, I mean, it's not perfect, but I think it'll help us get set up a little bit better, which I think is one of the problems we had in the last fight. Cannibalize, we haven't been using it. I'm gonna get rid of it. Because it's basically like a 2-step process, and we never have the ember to do the 2 steps. And this, I think it's good, but we don't have the ember for it. So I'm going to get rid of that. Alright. Let's try it. Alright. And we all get sapped. So, this guy is there. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot to try to upgrade this thing. Whoops. Anyway, that was just part of the reason that we went that way. And I just forgot. Alright, well... Okay, bye-bye, Morsel Miner, but there's nothing I can do to help you. Yeah. Alright. Not the greatest start. Alright, 24, 48. They're doing 58 damage. We can potentially tank some of it with morsels. So then up here, wow, we're all dying. Okay, that's no good. Alright, 24, 35, he's got 32, so we need one more spell here. And that'll do it. Okay. So I think this is going to work. Yep. Okay, well, and we lose the Guardian Stone, unfortunately. Alright. Everybody's living, except for that morsel up there. Oh yeah, and our pyre is dangerously low. It did not, that didn't quite register with me. Alright. And the sap on our whatchamacallit is a problem here. Alright, so what's going on up here? If this guy gets up there, we're dead. So we have to stop that. We have Titan's Gratitude, which will help. Not enough on its own. These guys are all dying. Okay. Wow. Yeah, it's these guys in the back. They're just too strong. Because I mean, we also need to kill this guy. I mean, the only way I can think of is maybe Titan's Tooth can do it. That'll leave him 32 frost. Even that's not going to be enough. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, we also we needed our armor totem here. That might have helped. Alright, well, I mean, what we need to do. We can play this. So that'll kill the ones in the back. Alright, so now this floor is okay, which, I mean, it's good, but yeah, they're dead down here. Yeah, this is just a disaster. Alright. Yeah, it's the end. Like I said, doing the, well, I don't know. It's complicated, right? Like I was saying earlier, I'm not sure if it was doing the trial that really killed us on that previous fight. Yeah. They just do too much damage. Man, it's so hard. Alright. Well, we got a record for incant triggers. For what's that? Whatever that's worth. Yeah, wow. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you come back next time. Bye.